Great audience. You assembled them this morning, Christine.
I did.
Huh?
Herding cats?
Herding cats. Christine Gribben, the esteemed Brigada chair, back on the stage. We're going to get into this in just a sec, but before we do, let me tell everybody that this is our first morning show, the 0900 PDT. So what is that UTC? That's +7, so 1600. Right? 9 and 7 is 16. 1600 UTC, we do this morning show every morning now. Today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. We hope you'll join us live on the Yacht Club's YouTube channel.
Yes.
And also BYC GovCup.
GovCup
Facebook page, and also on Sailing Illustrated's pages. A couple other notes. We will do not only this morning show, but then we cover Racing Live starting at 11:30 Pacific on Friday, and again, Racing Live, the finals, on Saturday, 11:30 Pacific. And in the evening, Friday and Saturday, Andy will be up, Andy Rose, to conduct a press conference with the semifinalists, both pairs, Friday evening here at 7 p.m., 1900. And then on Saturday, when we're all done, we will do another presser with the two finalists, and we'll roll right, Christine, into the
finals.
Final
picture.
The awards.
The award ceremony.
Yes. One can only hope.
Yes.
We'll go right into the awards. So with that, let's just make note of the fact that we have a record number, Christine, of 8 countries. Largest number of countries ever for GovCup. We've got 12 teams from 8 countries, including Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, Great Britain, Ireland, New Zealand, and 3 teams from the U.S. of A. Anything to add to that, Christine, before we get into your segment?
We also have 8 countries represented in our umpire team as well.
The bloody umpires. Why do we have to talk about them? No, it's a great team. They get better and better each year.
Yes.
Umpiring. Whoever invented that, I don't know. But let's get into what Christine looked like. Give her a round of applause for what a great host she was, how great she looked. Thank you. On Monday Eve, she hosted the Meet the Teams. Did you all find favor and fun in the Meet the Teams on Monday night? I really thought, where's Marcello's brother? He's on the toilet. But that hair clip thing with Andy's still talking about it. He's still sputtering about it. So you got him. It was a good deal. Morgan Pinckney and Coach Will Bolt. Where's Will? He's also on the, hi, Will. It was a great affair, very nicely done, and I think, Christine, over to you.
So this morning, a couple of housekeeping items. The lunchbox. This is not acceptable. So please clean out your lunchbox at the end of the day so that we don't have to, meaning me and Becky.
Whose lunchbox was that?
We don't know. It was one of the teams,
You know you're not saying.
I'm not saying. We'll give them one day. But we will talk about it, names tomorrow. Public shaming. So we'll go into the boat draw. We're going to start with Nicholas Bernal. If you want to come up and pick a boat number. And we have 3.
Yeah, zoom out, Robert, and thank you.
Justin Callahan. Number
Becky
6.
is shy. She sits down there out of the shot.
Alex Coleman.
Now we've got her. Becky, you're in the shot now. Morning, Alex.
Number 2, Alex Colquitt.
Did you talk to your mom? Good for you. She was on the show yesterday.
Number 7,
Hey, guys, when you come up here and you hold that thing up, face that camera where Rob is. Because everybody wants to see it. It's a worldwide feed, and you want to see your back.
Tom Higgins.
Tomas, let's see if he does it right now with a little coaching. Well done.
Number 11, Josh Hyde.
Nice.
Number 8, Max Paul. Ten, Jeffrey Peterson. Don't trip on the camera.
You nervous, Jeffrey?
Turn around, show the audience. Number 5, Morgan Pinkney. Number 1, show the camera. Over here, I need that back. Timotei Rossi. Number 12, Cole Tapper. Number 4, and Marcello Torre. Get the last one. Number 9. A couple of things to note. You're going to use your same spinnakers as yesterday. And when you come in today, we have, we're a yacht club. We do a lot of sailing here, even in the evenings. So our twilights are happening. So when you come in, Becky will be on the dock and she'll direct you where to put your boats. Most of you are going to put all the way under the crane and a couple out here on the outside of the main dock. When you bring your sails in, the spinnaker, keep the spinnaker, put it out here to dry. Jibs and mains, we're going to have you put it in the hallway where we store them at night just to keep them out of the way so all the rest of the competitors this evening sailing can use the lawn. And I think that's all I have to say. Do you have any questions? Lunch is good. Waters are good. They're out on the water again today. So we're going to get as many races in as possible. Do you want me to keep going?
Keep going. I think we go right to Dr. Don.
Don Becker, are you here this morning? Ryan is here.
Morning, Ryan. Filling in for Dr. Don.
Okay.
Not this morning.
Not this morning.
No. I'm Ryan Davidson. Obviously, if you guys haven't met me, Don will be here later this morning, but I'm filling in for him this morning. Thanks for yesterday and being patient with us. There was a lot of current, obviously, and I think that first flight obviously got a little sketchy. So thanks for bearing with us while we figure that out. Today, we'll plan to leave at the same time, unless this fog keeps rolling in, but maybe we'll give you guys an update closer to 10:30 when we leave the dock. And then tow will leave at 10:45 again, like usual. And we'll plan to start our first start at noon. And I think, like Christine just said, we'll plan to finish the first round and hopefully maybe start the second round at the end of the day today, too. So plan for another long day. We'll try to get some more water on the water for you guys, too. Anything else?
For you? No? I'll go. One more thing. Dinner tonight is going to be, you're going to have a ticket, and it's going to be through the barbecue. So make sure you see me, and I'll give you the team tickets. So next, Greg Newman.
Father Newman.
Thanks, Ryan.
Morning, Greg. Chief Bosun, Greg Newman.
Good morning, and thank you, Ryan. Great job. Ryan takes personal time off, comes all the way out from the East Coast. He grew up here at the club, great match racer himself, and quite a one-design sailor. Comes out from Charleston, takes vacation days to come out here and serve you guys. So thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. He's going to be a great replacement for Don Becker, who I've also known since I was about this big. So great job. Great sailing yesterday. Man, it was fun to watch. Really had a great time. And I'll say something for the volunteers, the on the water volunteers. The mark set, the pin, the race committee boat, the comms were the best I've ever seen them. Everything was calm, crisp, movement was fast, everything was reset all the time to make sure you guys have the best courses possible. So fantastic. Same with the umpires. I had great comms from the umpires and appreciate that. My apologies about the water. We didn't realize that we were going to be out there floating around for a long time and drinking a lot of water, and it was a little bit hotter than I think we expected, but we have lots and lots and lots today. Ryan wanted me to remind you on the tow loop. First, again, take everything with you, including your bow line. Everything goes with you except for the checklist. The checklist you can leave on a table over there, and I'll collect them as you guys leave. But the tow, your line, your bow line goes through the loop on the tow line, on the tow, back to the knot on the strop, and then just tie it there so you can easily release. Apparently some were just, tied it halfway up and what have you, and then you have different lengths, and it makes it, a little bit more difficult on the tow. So thank you. Had no jib hanks tear, so that means everybody's taking care of that at the weather marquees in the jib. Don't have any lost and found, which I think is interesting. We have a lot of water bottles, shirts and shoes and socks, and sunscreen. We don't have any of that. Boats were clean yesterday. Trash was picked up. Most of the boats got washed off. Thank you guys very much. Again, if you have a sticky cleat or something like that, feel free to put some fresh water on it. We're not going to put any lubricant on it. Again, great job with the coaches. Just the coaches were on the boats, nobody else. I didn't sell one Y flag yesterday. So I don't know if that's $25 is too much. So I'm going to reduce the price to $20. So if you lose your white flag today, they're only $20. Last thing, and please bear with my obnoxiousness on it. Kites. It was pretty light yesterday. We shouldn't be ripping kites across the seam, 24, 30 inches, and then you see the stretch marks in it. That only means one thing. Lots of aggressive muscle out there pulling down on the kite and the halyard not coming down. So sailing these boats is just like any other boat. It's all technique. So just, practice that stuff a little bit. We have one kite that will be arriving at North Sails in San Diego at 10:01 to be repaired, and then they will put it back in an Uber and send it back up to us, so we'll have it for tomorrow. We have one spare spinnaker. One. I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Greg. Chief Umpire Damien.
Damien gets his own slide. You see this?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful day in Balboa at the Yacht Club. Thanks for yesterday. The racing was really good for the umpires to watch. We have the best seats in the house. And we're sorry the debrief didn't start quite on time. We had a hearing yesterday that went on a little bit longer than we expected. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Just on the boats, and to add something to what the bosun was talking about, the hearing yesterday was about damage that occurred, and it was assessed at level C damage. Now, yesterday was a really light day. There wasn't a lot of breeze, and it was a really innocent hard bear away and hull-to-hull contact that ended up in level C damage. So just be really mindful and careful when you're manoeuvring around. Try and avoid that contact wherever you can, because it can end badly really easily. Is there any questions for us today? No? Well, this afternoon we'll come ashore, we'll get a debrief away promptly, and have a great day's racing, everyone.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions after that? No? I am all through for myself on our side.
Thank you. Christine Gribben. Great job. Okay, now we've got just about 10, 15 minutes. Andy's got an appointment, but we're delighted to have a couple skippers who have agreed. This is not compulsory. A couple skippers coming up today. The two J's, Justin and Josh. We can have Justin Callahan here, and we can have Josh over there on the other side. Please welcome not only them, but Andy Rose, GovCup guru. Andrew? Where is Andy? Oh, here he is. He's on the phone. Gentlemen, how are you this morning?
Great. Happy to be here.
The first guinea pigs here on the morning show. Thank you for agreeing to do this. Justin Callahan from the Biscayne Bay Yacht Club in Miami. Josh Hyde. Are phones permitted here at the yacht club? I guess
outside, yes.
And also from another J. This is Josh Hyde, of course, from the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squad, the RNZ, as we call it. Welcome, gentlemen. Andrew, are we ready to go, or are you disposed for a sec?
Okay, thanks. I bought a few more minutes.
You did?
Yeah.
He good. Welcome, Andy.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
it
you.
away. Take it away. I do.
All right.
If you want to do standings, I do have standings in the slide deck
Yeah,
here.
let's
I want to talk about that because it was a light air day, and we can go in here to close up. Jeffrey was on 6-0. Jeffrey Peterson from the Balboa Yacht Club, and then from there you want to highlight the really close.
Yeah, I think that this was not a surprise. I mean, Jeffrey, as we said, he had the yellow shirt on Monday, and he's had a lot more match racing in the last couple of years than anybody else. So that wasn't a surprise to us. They sailed very well without question. But the three-way tie for second, which is really also sort of expected because all the teams are good, but we didn't know enough about some of them. So these are two of the people in second here, Justin Callahan and Josh Hyde. Let me start with Josh. You were very modest Monday night, saying, well, we're just here to learn, and maybe you'll invite us back next year. You may not have to wait till next year. That was quite a good day. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I think overall in the start of the day, we found it a little bit challenging figuring out the boats, figuring out how they performed in pre-starts and around the course and different wind conditions that we were not quite used to. But I think once we figured that out, we found a good rhythm that we got into and were able to get away quite well from there.
Yeah, these are two of the younger competitors here. Josh, how old are you?
I'm 19.
When's your birthday? What month?
February.
I'm sorry, February? Justin, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, you're old. Okay. Well,
I'm washed.
Yeah, you're not one of the young guys anymore.
Andy, do the rules change next year? It was you could not turn 23 before the regatta.
Is Jordan Reese here somewhere? Yeah, Jordan and I need to talk. World Sailing is doing its usual without consulting anyone. I hope not. How about that for an answer? World Sailing would like everybody to do the calendar year, not be 23, which would change our policy, our 56-year-old policy, and some of the other events in Australia and New Zealand. So, what can I say? I hope not, but it may be inevitable at some point. So, Josh, the boats are, especially in that breeze, happily the boats sail pretty well in that breeze, and they were designed to do that. But did you find it hard to get going after a tack or a jibe? In that breeze, doing a 180 before the start, as you noticed, makes the boat come to a complete stop.
Yeah, we found getting up to speed was quite hard, but once you're at speed, maneuvers were fine. We didn't have too much challenge with that.
Yeah, I think it was said on Monday night, and certainly Alan Andrews would tell you, and anybody that, we have a 50-footer that has the same sort of modern configuration, and, the boat has to go through the water fairly quickly in order to make the keel work. So I noticed a couple boats early on, and they learned from it, but they were pinching a bit. They were trying to sail too high. And you think, oh, look at the direction I'm going. This is great. We're much higher than that person. The boats will just go sideways if you don't get enough flow past the keel. Well, Justin, old man here, you also had a good day, and you beat, the last two match racing regattas that Justin has sailed in. You had some awesome races against Morgan Pinckney, but you, in the end, lost to him both times. Well, a good start here in beating Morgan in your first race in the round robin, eh?
Yeah, I guess as expected, we had another good race. Parked it up right at the top mark again, like we usually do.
Saw that.
Yeah, this time I was finally on the inside, and it worked out a little bit better. But yeah, we're just focused on the rest of the round robin now.
Yeah, I think we mentioned in the Rose Cup last year, Morgan took Justin on a tour of Los Angeles Harbor, basically, and so when we were anchored by the committee boat, and somebody noticed we're seeing right through the committee boat to the weather mark, and somebody noticed that 2 boats were not rounding the weather mark, and I said, well, I can tell you who those 2 are. So yeah, well, great job. What today, Josh? What's your goal, and what are you going to do differently? Anything? Do you feel like by race 5 and 6, you really got the hang of the whole thing?
Yeah, I think we got the hang of it today. I guess we'll see how the breeze plays out. Hopefully we get the same breeze we had in the afternoon. Felt like that was a lot better than the start. That was a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, I think I haven't talked to the weather experts, but looking at it yesterday, we're expecting a little more breeze today. Very little, but just a bit better, and it's starting a little more promising this morning. There's some sun and that kind of thing. It's just very tough. We've got a big high pressure dome over all of Southern California, and so until it moves appreciably, we're not going to have any huge breezes, but it should be a little bit better. Justin, what do you think of the boats? Do you feel like you mastered them by the end of the day?
I wouldn't say we mastered them. I would say we got a lot more comfortable. We had a few iffy douses and sets in the beginning of the day, but that was kind of just working out the kinks. But we do really like the boats. They're very responsive, once we get them up to speed. And even when we're down speed, just really timing it with the weight. I think that was our biggest struggle, just trying to stay coordinated with 4 people on a boat you need to be super active with the weight. But we definitely got more used to it throughout the day, and hopefully we're going to continue that momentum and, keep it going through the round robin.
Yeah, I saw you guys in the later races downwind. Your jives were terrific. You were doing some great roll jives, and you look pretty confident out there.
Yeah, we got our first good roll jive going into the finish of the last race.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what the double round robin is for, as we said. So, who do you guys? Who's your toughest competition today? Looking at the pairing list.
I have not looked at the pairing list. I haven't really checked it at all. So it's just always next race. Next race is the most important one.
There you go. That's probably exactly the right attitude. So, all right. Anything else to say, you guys, before we let you get out there? You're well behind Jordan Stevenson. He had 5 losses, still won the event. So you guys have only got 2.
Andy, we could do a new feature and ask if there's any questions from the audience.
Sure.
Huh?
Any questions from the
Anybody
audience?
want to ask Andy or these 2 gentlemen a question? Don't be shy. Oh, there's Bronny Daniels.
Ronnie Joy,
over
you
there
took
to
some
the
great
right.
photos yesterday.
Bronny, keep coming. You get into the shot. Keep coming.
We can hear you.
Keep going that way, please. There we go. Bronny Daniels in the pink.
What?
What was the room yesterday?
Oh my. I don't know. Just having a bit of fun out there.
It looked good.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of likes on it.
Get good pictures. That's
hope
the
so.
move. Get in the shot. Find the camera.
I'm on the committee about it. If you want to do something fun, I will catch it.
We'll do our laps today.
Well, Josh did John's just going to hold dance lessons for everyone later in the week. He did a pretty awesome pirouette there. Were you on your toes when you did it?
Oh, I had to be.
Well, there may be a ballet career in the future for you. So, any other questions from anybody about anything? All right. Well, good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Andy. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Justin. We'll wrap this one up. And just to say that we have television, live television continuing. As we said at the top of the show, I won't bore you with it again, but our next show will be at 09:30 tomorrow. 0900. Yeah, 0900 tomorrow we'll do the morning show. And then we do carry on for the rest of the week. Hope you'll join us for that on the various channels. Thanks to the parents. We by the way, got tons of comments today from all over the world. I don't see... Alec, I don't see your mom on here, but we'll keep checking. She was on the show yesterday, Alex. Graham Sweeney in Scotland saying, remember, you're all making history. Make it memorable. Some great comments here from people all over the world watching live. Who else? Trevor Gurley in Japan has checked in. Sabrina Robertson checking in, Christine's daughter. Won't cover too many more of these. Nathan Marcello is there. You know Nathan Gullickson. Go Marcello. He's cheering for your team. And on and on and on. We appreciate everybody coming on live. And whether by comment, you can watch it in replay too on demand, not only here live during the show, but on demand afterwards. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 0900. Thanks.